Literally, it's Clickbait Tuesday, where you're going to have to hang around to figure out what I'm doing. So since I did the video yesterday on the different types of plugs, there seems to be a little bit of confusion amongst some people. I just want to kind of clarify things a bit here and show you the difference between the two of them, because there are two different distinct wirings. This is a standard AV stereo cable like comes with a lot of televisions, and this was the Sony cable, and they are distinctly wired different, as I showed when I made the cable yesterday. If we turn on the meter, we'll see that this cable, our ground is on the very first. The next one down is, I believe it's red, which is right audio. The next one down here is, I think that one's, is that video? No, that's left audio, I think. And the tip is video. By comparison, it was video. We heard it beep there, right? We heard it beep. Okay. By comparison, the Sony cable is, again, Sony had to do different. And the other companies adopted this as well for some of their products. But most of the time, mono cameras, it didn't matter. But on this one, what is ground on the other one is red. Ground is on the second one back here. And then video. And then left audio is the tip. That's the wiring of this one. The other one, again, this one's ground. If we take the camera and we plug in our AV cable, and we just haphazardly just plug them in like this, and plug them into the TV, we're just going to get noise, because video is going to get piped over the audio channel. Because on this one, video is actually on the white. So if I plug the video into the white, I have a scrambled picture. If I plug one of the audios into the yellow, I'll get noise. I get a scrambled picture. If I were to put a shorting cable onto the red, I've just got the other end of this short circuited together with a jumper. I'll get a picture. I'll show you. Without that shorting cable, that's what I get. I just get a picture that's kind of, it's kind of scrambled. As soon as I plug in a shorting cable onto the red, I get a picture and monaural sound. That works. Another cable that will work is just one of these regular, this is just a stereo cable like you'd use for plugging your old phone into your stereo or your old Walkman. Just a standard stereo headphone plug. This will work on any of the cameras because on the Sony, the ground was up here and the right audio was down here. Because this is solid on here, the camera will actually detect a short and switch the camera into monaural audio mode. So if I just plug this in to there, and I plug my video into what is the white connector, and the audio into the red, I now get video. I think this cable's backwards, because some of them it's the reverse. I think on this particular cable, let's just check it and see. Normally the tip goes to the white, but I think on this one the tip actually goes to red for some strange reason, because sometimes cables are wired differently. Right? This one here, the tip is going to red, and the ring is going to white, because this cable is wired backwards. Usually that's the white and that's the red. This particular cable is reversed, but it still works. If I plug this into the camera and I plug the monitor in to the video to the white and the audio to the red, I have a picture with monaural audio. I know this just adds to the confusion, and it created a lot of confusion for people. Back in the day when people were using camcorders like this, we'd get people coming into the shop and they think that their camera was broken because they had gone and bought a different cable, and they ended up with one like that other one that I just showed you that had a scrambled picture. And the first time we saw it, we couldn't figure out what the heck the problem was. And, well, it was because they weren't using the original cable. They lost the cable. They lost the original one, and they went and bought one. You know, they went to the local electronic store and just bought a 3-way cable, and they ended up with the wrong one because there's 2 different ways of wiring them. I hope that helps alleviate the confusion. So when you buy one of these cables, you have to specify which way it's wired. Whether ground is on the 4th terminal down or ground is on the 3rd. Or you just do the stereo cable like that and don't worry about the stereo sound. You just get mono sound and video. That works every time.